Welcome.
Did you not hear me join?
No, well, no, because when I'm streaming, it disables those sounds.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know you did not know that.
Well, now I do.
We are live.
Hell yeah. Hello.
Welcome,
Oh, God,
welcome.
hiccups.
I'm about to...
Oh, hey, I got an ad for Chipotle.
Oh, wow. Pretty mid-restaurant chain.
Yeah.
I know that's blasphemous, but I don't really enjoy Chipotle too much.
I guess it also depends on the specific place, too. Yeah, Miss Sophie. She's like, I'm gonna get up and move 2 inches to the right and then lay back down.
It's a little bit cooler there.
Yes.
Because as you know, Sophie is always boiling lava hot.
She really is. God.
Hello, Moss!
Hello!
Welcome, welcome. I don't know what that emote is, and I don't know if I like it.
It's the name is Hey Guys. That's the name of it.
It's just called Hey Guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just called Hey Guys. It's a lady waving.
Okay. Something about the energy of it. I don't know.
She kind of looks slightly uncomfortable.
Just a little bit.
My spine.
Why did I decide to get hungry right now? Like right now. Like immediately, like right now. Just like right now.
Like, right now.
Couldn't have been like 15 minutes ago. Had to be now.
Because you had to do something.
Yeah. Yeah.
I borrowed my mom's Amazon Prime for this mic stand.
Nice.
We all use the same fucking Amazon in this house.
I should also do that, but I don't know.
I mean, it's like if one person has Prime, there's no reason to not just use the same account in the same house. It's all going to the same place.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I still love how Hooper Gods does not do the thing.
I feel like I think what happened was like my payment with it must have like not gone through at some point, and so it just like auto canceled or something.
I guess. I don't know.
Sitting here like, do I want to go get one of the snack packs Moss bought?
I say yes. So you can at least have something to munch on during the time.
Oh no. Hello, Missile.
Hello.
I want you to see. I'm gonna switch to just chatting very, very quickly. My my hand tracker has decided to notice the hand I have on my mouse. So I'm just sitting here like a little Yasusaurus Rex.
Yasusaurus Rex.
This is new, by the way. This is new.
Yeah,
So I can use my hands now. They're not just stuck to my side. Except for when they are. Why? Like... They're not just stuck to my side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except for when it stops.
I love how sometimes the hand tracker decides I'm not gonna recognize your other arm.
Yeah, it's just like,
It's like, nah.
And I made sure the screen on it was clean. I made sure everything was clean. I made sure it was like good positioning, good lighting and everything, but sometimes it just still like, I don't know. That's not a hand.
Yep, that's
not a hand. Fuck you, that's not a hand.
Doesn't...
Which, that's gonna be a thing, is it's... Hello!
Hello!
I put a desk in front of my avatar, I'll look like I'm... That's not a bad idea. I was actually thinking of, there's some stuff that you can do with Unity, like, in conjunction with, like, VC Face, that will, like, put your guy in, like, a chair, or, like, have it so, like, if you're holding, like, a water bottle, it'll kind of recognize that you're holding a water bottle, and you'll pick up a water bottle. So that's something I've been thinking about looking into.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Hog thing, by the way? Do the Kevin McAllister? Oh, you mean like... Oh, it saw them for a second. Like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can quite do that.
It's like, I don't know about that.
That's not a bad idea, though. It's not a bad idea, though.
Your hands can't register your face.
It can't. Well, it's because it's on my chest. So if I have my hand on my face, it's like, where is it? I do have wiggly arms now. I do. It also, you also now get to see that I constantly just have my arm up because I really do just like rest it like this a lot.
Nice.
Like, this is how I gesture.
Ready to point. Ready to point.
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 Oh no, I'm giving the middle finger now. Why? I wanted you to do that the other day. I wanted you to do that the other day and you wouldn't, and now I'm pointing and you're like, oh, now you're flipping the bird.
Damn.
But it's like, no, you're not allowed to. And I was like, oh, you want to do it now? Okay.
With itching my nose, I don't have a nose. Like most humans, there's no nose here. I have a ridge. I have a ridge right above my mouth, but there's no nose.
It can't get itchy.
Yeah, that can get itchy, but I don't have a nose. Like all humans, I don't have a nose. Because everybody knows humans don't have noses.
It's okay, I'm a robot. I also don't have a nose.
Exactly.
No solidarity.
No solidarity. I smell with these things up here.
Yeah. What do I smell with? Wouldn't you like to know, brother boy?
No, with these things above my hair. These things right
Yes.
here.
Your hand is like, I don't want to go up that high, actually.
No, I'm pointing. I just have to hold it in the exact right position.
My cat's jumped out to watch Ace Attorney.
Aww.
Well, see, I don't really have a snoot either. I have like a... You can see.
No snoot.
Hello,
Hello.
Sam. Welcome. Welcome to the hands. To the hands. Welcome to the hands. Thank you.
He just jumped up.
Look at her hands.
It's like somebody that missed their cue. They're like, oh fuck, that's me. I'm the hands.
Oh, he is purring. so much.
Much fee?
Oh, baby man.
Thank you for the resub. Thank you. Where the fuck are my resubs?
I resubbed, right? I think so. Yes, I did.
Oh, yeah, my alert box should be popping. Oh, it's beneath me. That makes sense.
It just stays very faintly behind you.
It was behind me the whole time. That should be in front of me. I fixed that. I've now fixed that.
Your fluffiness is blocking it.
I don't know how that happened because it should have been behind me. Why did that? Okay, there we go.
I don't know why there's something incredibly funny about Alien just sitting there with their hand up.
This is how I see.
I know, but it's like still just like really funny to see Alien be like, "Where's the thing?" And it's like having the hand up.
I'm always ready to gesture, and now you guys get to witness that.
Yeah.
Unless I have like my hand on my keyboard, I'm always ready to gesture. And this is the keyboard hand. Where this is when I become a Yasosaurus Rex.
I will never forget the yassified Pinocchio.
But father, I want to go out on my own. I can't believe that's fucking Pauly Shore.
Yeah.
That's fucking Pauly Shore.
Like, you can tell they were just like, here, read this. He was like, okay.
He's like, I haven't had a gig since like 1999. I very desperately need money. I will take anything at this point.
Okay. He's like, okay, you want me to do anything specific? They're like, just do what feels right. He's like, my time has come.
Yes. And once I found out that was Pauly Shore and listening to it, it does sound like him. Like, and it just sounds like his regular voice. It's just that his regular voice sounds like that. And I can't believe he's not gay. Because it really does sound like, his voice sounds like a straight dude trying to do a bad gay impression.
Oh.
Go out on my own.
I want to go out on my own. Come on, Tipple, adventure awaits.
Skitty, skitty, skitty.
Skitty, skitty, skitty. Like, why does he say that? Why does he say that?
Like, looking at the trailer at the very least, and what clips, because I refuse to watch the movie. But, like, looking at it, it looks like the lip syncing doesn't sync up with the audio.
Well, yeah, well, that's because it's like Italian. Yeah, it was like Italian or something.
I was like, oh no, it's a Dougal situation.
But they didn't try. Like, they didn't bother.
I mean, the redub of Dougal didn't try either.
It's like, because like one of the things like with dubbing animated stuff is like you got to pay attention to the lip flaps, which is like a lot easier to do in 2D animation, because in 2D animation they don't go into as much detail with the mouths. But with 3D animation, it's a little bit harder, but it's still doable. Yeah. And it's just like, it feels like they just translated the text straight without trying to bother to worry about the lip flaps, is what it feels like to me.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it's also a Lionsgate animated film, so...
Oh, does Lionsgate just not give a shit?
Yeah, Lionsgate has a tendency to be like, this is a bargain bin thing, so we're not gonna try.
Goddamn. It's been a while since we've done a pre-stream like this.
Yeah.
I should get back into doing them. It gets people hyped for the actual stream.
Yeah, it really do. I had a thought and then it left. It probably will come back to me a little bit later. We'll be like mid Ace Attorney, like, I remember now!
Like, oh yeah, another thing about Yassified Pinocchio.
Another thing about Yassified Pinocchio.
I think the reason it's having such a hard time capturing this hand is because my mic is like right there.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's like you can see this hand is much closer to my body than this hand.
I love how you had your like hand, like just kind of bent sideways-ish, and it looked like your wrist decided I don't want to exist anymore.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, it like freaked out. Well, it flipped my hand around is what it did. Like you can kind of see like right there, it's like it wants my hand to be in a different position.
It's like, nah.
He does have a girlfriend. He does have a girlfriend in that movie. Yes.
Yeah. Her hair is so bouncy that I saw it with my own eyes and it bounced briefly off her skull.
Oh. That's not supposed to happen. As an expert on humans, that is not supposed to happen.
Put all of their budget into her hair, and even then they couldn't do it right.
Oh, I actually do hand flaps sometimes, but it's like really rare.
Yeah.
It's like I have to be like extremely fucking excited. She has a wig. She does have a wig. Hawk thing, when you said wig, I thought you were just stating wig like your wig had been snatched.
Wig snatched. I also do the hand flappies. Also, Pinocchio gets shot in that movie.
He does! He just gets shot!
He just gets shot. I mean, I assume that he's fine because he's made out of fucking wood, but still.
Yeah. I mean, wood splinters.
Yeah, wood does splinter, but he doesn't have, like, organs to worry about.
Oh, they, like, hand flappies, like, when you do, like, this. This is, like... It's seen as a stereotypical, like this is not even as nearly as expressive as it actually is, but it's seen as like a stereotypical like neurodivergence, especially autism stem.
Yeah.
So like it is like it's normal, like it's perfectly normal. It's just it's more common amongst people with neurodivergences, especially autism.
Yeah.
He talks like that because of wooden acting.
Oh my god.
Oh god damn it! I can't be here for long because I have a fucking class.
Yeah.
I guess it is just gonna be me and D today.
Shit. It depends on how long my group meeting is.
Missile, I will say, if you enjoy my content, you are probably some form of neurodivergent. Everybody in my friend group either has ADHD or autism, and all of our shit caters to other people with ADHD and autism.
Yes, we cannot focus to save our fucking lives.
We cannot. I actually posted on Twitter today. I almost had a panic attack. Not a panic attack, but like I almost had an anxiety attack. Because I have this wonderful combination, right? I have ADHD, I have depression, I have anxiety, and I'm only talking about this because I think it's really important to be like upfront with people about like as a content creator who wants to get bigger, I want people to know like what I'm dealing with so that they know that they're not alone in that kind of stuff. But I have ADHD, I have an anxiety disorder, and I have clinical depression. And my ADHD and my anxiety combo in the most amazing fucking way, all right? Are you ready for this? Like, okay, so ADHD makes it very, very easy for you to lose things because you will often forget where you've put them in the first place. So I lose things very often. But the thing is that I get severe anxiety when I realize that I've lost something.
Oh, no.
So I placed my 3DS down in like a place where I'd normally never put it. And because I put it somewhere where I normally don't, when I went to go find it, it wasn't in any of the designated spots I have for it. So I was like, I'm gonna flip my shit. I ended up finding it.
Oh, no.
I ended up finding it like within like 20 minutes or so. I put it on top of a thing of sodas. And I don't know why either, so don't ask.
Whenever I lose something, it really depends on what it is. If it's something like super important that like, fuck me, this is the end. But like, most times if I set something down and my brain immediately goes, that doesn't exist anymore. I forget that I have to put it down. I just scourged the house. I was like, okay, I put you down somewhere, you bitch. There you are.
Yeah, no, it's like, so for me, what it is like, I have like designated spots that are like where my objects go. And it's like, it's either on this trash, on top of this trash can next to the bed, on the bar, like it's like this little like half brick wall we have in between our kitchen and our living room. I'll put things there, or I'll put things on the shelves on the other side of it, or I'll put things on the side table. And those are like the 4 places where things go. And if the thing isn't there, then it is lost because I won't remember where I put it.
Yeah, like, I also have like designated spots for specific items, like my wallet needs to go on a very specific spot on my nightstand, otherwise I will lose it.
Yeah.
And because I set it down anywhere else, it's like, goodbye, no object permits.
Yeah, no, it's
yeah.
it's a pain in the ass.
You really do be a pain. Yes, like I have a specific spot for my tablet, I have a very specific spot for my laptop, and if they are not in those specific places, I don't know where I.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know why did my hand just flip around?
Do a flip! Ah!
Do a flip.
But yeah, like my brain is wild. My brain is great. I lose
Very
things so much, and you'd think I would be used to it.
No.
No, it's gonna freak me out every time because I don't know where a thing is,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
and it sucks.
Do you also do the thing where you get a drink, you're like, okay, you set it down, and you completely forget you got yourself a drink, so you get up and get another one, now you have drinks.
Why do you think Cup City exists?
I'm just like, well, I have 2 drinks now. I never have to worry about being hydrated because I always get more than I actually.
Yeah, and then you forget you have either of them, and you go and get a third one
Yeah,
because you're like, oh, I'm thirsty, and then it just snowballs.
it just snowballs. I'm like, huh.
The worst is when like a drink is like half drank.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a soda, because once you've forgotten it and it's like half drank, by the time you remember you have it, it's flat.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I just wasted this. I just wasted this. Me and Moss are gonna get back into drinking water better. Because we were looking into getting those water jugs that have like the times on them.
Yeah.
hopefully that'll be helpful. Fucking, I want to get back into infusing water too, because I used to do that a lot. One of the really good ones was like it was like strawberry, lemon, and like basil infused water. It's fucking delicious.
That sounds good.
I don't know why I stopped doing it.
I don't think I've ever infused water into my life.
Infused water, honestly, like if you have trouble drinking water regularly, which you might not, I don't know, but if you do, infusing it can make it like, it makes it taste better. It's not like adding like a shit ton of sugar to it, and it's you're drinking water. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I have, at least in the room that I'm in now, there's a giant pile of cases of bottled water, so I'm good.
oh dude, I had a roommate that only liked to drink flat soda, and it baffled me. It also kind of like made me be like, ugh. Because he would literally like crack open a Coke and pour it into a glass and then sit it out and wait for it to go flat. And it's like, bro, Coke tastes like fucking chemical water flat. Like, it tastes like battery acid.
Like,
Yeah.
it really depends on the soda. 9 times out of 10, I can live with it being flat. If it goes flat, I'm just like, you know what, I can do this. Then summer's just like, whew.
I literally can't. Like, I straight up cannot. I think like I want to drop down my soda intake. It's just like I use soda to self-medicate. And also I like the bubbly, but I don't like fizzy water.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, so the soda to self-medicate thing, it's because of the ADHD. Caffeine often, with people with ADHD, caffeine will often work like the opposite of like its intended purpose. Instead of like making you like super hype, it like makes you really lax. It depends on the person, and for me, it depends on the dosage. But like if I'm drinking like a soda, the caffeine content makes me chill. It doesn't make me sleepy, but it makes me chill. So it helps with my anxiety. So that's what I mean when I say I use it to self-medicate. If I were to drink something like coffee, that amount of caffeine in that dosage, that makes me sleepy. So that's what I mean when I say I use soda to self-medicate, because I'm not on any medications.
Yeah.
caffeine doesn't like do anything to me like at all, unless I have an incredibly large dose, in which case, help.
Help.
Oh, it doesn't make me tired. It just makes me go through the fucking. If I have too
Hello,
much
buzzing.
Hello. Yeah.
I didn't
if
have
that, like,
stream resolution options. Go ahead. Sorry, D.
You're good. Yeah, like that like rarely ever happens to me. Like the last time that happened to me was like maybe several years ago.
Yeah. But did we ever tell you about the time that Moss was like overdosing on caffeine every single day?
I have heard that. I don't think that's
Here's a fun story for the stream. Before I take a quick break just to grab a snack and then come back and we can actually start. But Moss used to have, Jesus Christ. That sucks. No wonder I haven't seen you around. But So Moss used to have one of those water bottles we were talking about that had like the timestamps on it. It was like a fucking huge ass jug. I think it was like a full gallon of water that they would drink every fucking day. And they were like, I don't like to just drink water straight, so I'm gonna put water flavoring in it. And one of their favorite water flavoring was this strawberry water flavoring. And they would put like, I think like 3 or 4 of those in their gallon jug, and they would drink that over the course of the day. Within a few weeks of doing this, they were starting to get like chronic headaches. And their like eyes were twitching, and they were just like super anxious all the fucking time, and it was just like a bad time overall, right? And so they were like, I just don't know what's happening. I don't know what's wrong with me. I might need to go to a doctor. And we were like, yeah, no, like this is like really fucked up, and like you're clearly like not having a good time. And we just couldn't piece together like what was happening or why it was happening. And then I was looking at their water flavoring one day because I wanted to try some, and I noticed that it said in little text at the bottom of the packet, caffeinated. And I was like, hey Moss, how much of these do you have in a day? And they told me, and I was like, how much caffeine can a person have in a day before they overdose? And what it turned out that Moss was drinking something like 300% of their daily allowed amount of caffeine every single day. And had been for a couple of weeks at that point.
Good God.
They just had no fucking idea. Yeah, no, you can overdose on caffeine.
Yeah.
You can overdose on caffeine, Missile.
Caffeine is a poison.
Yeah. Everything that has like an effect on our body like that is technically poisonous to us. It's just that because we are so large as animals, we can take it in like smaller amounts, and that's what medicine is. Thank you for the gift subs.
Yeah.
Like, fucking caffeine's a poison. Whatever the fuck is in garlic is a poison. Capsaicin's a poison. Menthol's a poison.
Yeah, they're all poison.
Humans be
Alcohol
poison.
is poison. Like, it's quite literally poison. Marijuana is technically poisonous because of the effect that it has on you. But which is like, and that's not even condemning them. It's just that's just how things are. And like, if you use a substance and it has an effect on your body, it is technically poisonous to your body. It's just that we
alcohol. How did I forget alcohol?
Yeah.
Alcohol's a poison,
I said that.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
Apples are poison. Well, the apple seeds.
Oh, the seeds.
Yeah, the seeds have
You have to eat
a
a whole bunch
Cyanide.
of apple seeds to get
Yeah.
cyanide poisoning from apple seeds.
but yeah, no, like that's just the thing is like anything that you eat that has like an effect like that, like a substantial effect on your body, it is technically poisonous to you. It's just that we've learned over like centuries of like experimentation how much we can handle and how to utilize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, humans as a species did decide we'd just start consuming poison for fun culturally.
Yeah. That's why alcohol poisoning is a thing. It's literally poison.
Yep.
Yep.
Bananas are slightly radioactive. All bananas
not
are
quite
slightly
poisonous.
radioactive. I think, what was it, like if you eat like 2,500 bananas, you die of radiation poisoning.
It's because of like the isotope of
Oh.
potassium that's present.
Fucking
Yeah.
there was like, what was it? If you eat if you eat 40k bananas, the radiation will kill you. So if you eat 40,000 bananas, the radiation will kill you. But I think if you're eating 40,000 bananas, you've got something else to worry about other than radiation.
Pretty sure everything else about the bananas will kill you before the radiation.
Okay, I gotta go eat some acceptable poison, BRB.
Eat some acceptable poison.
Alright, I'm gonna put it on the BRB screen, and then when I get back, we can start on Ace Attorney.
Woo!
Our stream now.
It's our city.
I'm probably only gonna be here for like 15 minutes.
Oh my god. That's fine.
I'm hungry.
And here. No, Sophie! Sophie has bumped her fan to the right position so she's in front of
Aw, baby girl.
She's so cute.
I love her. Oh, why am I yawning so much?
Big yawn. Ooh. God damn you, Sprite! Yawn. Stretch. So how's everybody's day been? Skeletor laugh.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not?
Dogs when they yawn are like literally the cutest. They're so fucking cute. Oh, new freezer. Nice. Ah, cool. Yes. What you looking at, Sophus? A reasonable amount of bananas outside in order to like Rasputin.
You got a new freezer.
Going to reach through time and space to bitch slap you, you startled me.
I'm just doing my job, D.
I didn't know.
I got, and I'm sorry if you can hear crinkling, but I got a little snack pack.
Nice.
Moss got these, it's like nut, raisin, and cheese snack packs. This one is honey roasted peanuts, raisins, and pepper jack.
Pepper. I love pepper jack. It don't love me.
Let's gonna do a weenie.
I know I'm a weenie. Grabs one of my 30,000 drinks.
See, Missile, I live in the area of the South where we can't have basements. They would all flood.
I just slowly turn to look at the screen as I'm trying to Straw my Capri Sun like basement.
And you can't have basements here.
Huh? Would you like to stream to Discord?
No, y'all can suffer.
I got a new mouse today. I got one
Sorry, what did you say, Burger King employee?
They're gonna be here for like 15 minutes, unfortunately. Unless this meeting is short, I hope it is.
It better be.
That's what I'm saying!
I need your voice talents.
I know. The voice talents are fun.
Oh, that's right. We're still on the first one. We're still on the first one.
There's a really fucking long first case.
Oh, now my fucking clinic is calling me. Jesus fucking, hold on.
Oh my god!
Sprite is
This is
very
so unprofessional! You and I are done
So-
professionally. Anyway. Let me eat this fucking raisin and I'll read.
Chomp.
Raisins are bad for me. They get stuck in my shark teeth.
Oh no.
And technically I'm only ever supposed to eat meat, but I like them, so.
As one does.
I am allowed to eat in court. I'm the judge. That's my gavel. It's my gavel. Anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I understand you are the judicial assistant to the defense, but why this sudden ingress into my courtroom?
Ah, yes, here I am. Ha! A judicial assistant? And a woman, no less. Why are you like this? Well, it's ancient Japan. But why are you like this? The rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify.
Just hold on. Just making the box easier to say.
Just nudges screen slightly.
Nobody saw that. I'm not scuffed. You're scuffed. What are you talking about?
Flashbacks to the fucking black and white stream.
Listen! That
Oh,
was
great
desperate. That was
content.
desperate times.
That was amazing content, by the way. Okay. Yes, I fully understand. I ask only for 5 minutes of time. I have some vital evidence that I must hand over to the defense. I'm talking to myself now. Great. You're too late, little girl. This trial has already been concluded.
5 minutes. I will not allow a moment more.
But, Your Excellency! I am most grateful. Hello?
Who exactly are you? It was Pokemon Black and White Missile. The game decided it wasn't gonna work midstream, so I then had to make a whole new overlay for a different Pokemon game midstream. And most of the stream was just me making an overlay.
And losing your fucking mind. Be like,
Because
I
nothing
should've done
wanted
this
to
before.
go
I
right.
should've done this before. No!
But no, I gotta get distracted and play Destiny. Who exactly are you?
I'm sorry, there's no time. Please, simply accept this for now.
What is it? A report about something? Written in English.
It's Giselle Brett's research.
The English woman's?
After the trial resumed earlier, I hurried back to the university. I went to Dr. Wilson's laboratory in the medical faculty. Yeah, that's faculty. Okay. And borrowed this paper. Are you Maya's ancestor? Because if that's the case, then the fucking kleptomania is, in fact, genetic.
Just like evil, which we learned last night when we watched the X-Files.
God
That's
fucking
right.
help me.
Peace.
I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do anything.
Aw.
Damn.
It was my endocrinologist calling me to like, hey, you should probably lower your dosage, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay.
Damn. Oh, yes, that's right. Miss Brett was studying under the professor, wasn't she? So does this research, whatever it is, have something to do with the case?
I'm afraid I don't know. I haven't been able to listen to the proceedings of the trial myself.
Oh, no, of course not. Special characteristics of Curare and its effects on human subjects. Interesting. Curare? What's that? I've never heard that word before. But it's an orange, so it must be important.
Time's up! The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. Don't say female.
Email.
Female.
Fucking Ferengi.
Oh, that's still me. There was too little time for me to read it in detail. But I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over.
This is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for the resub, Jazzy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, oh, she's a female, but the girl with the dress from England is a lady. Yeah. Yep.
Goodbye then, and good luck.
Let's look at the fucking court record. Let's look at this. Here's a man from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Due to its ability to render the human body paralytic, it's believed that the toxin could have application as an anesthetic. However, a solution for respiratory arrest caused as a result of the full body paralysis must be found first, or patients would die of suffocation. Oh.
Yeah, technically anesthesia is also a poison. Bringing
Bye,
it
girl.
back to the poison talk.
We've had long enough, counsel. We cannot detain our English guests any longer. I had a raisin in my mouth. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. I asked the prosecution and the defense now, one last time. Does either side have any further evidence to present to the court? I presume not, but...
I do. The prosecution has made its case convincingly enough already. Nothing more to add, Your Excellency.
Ryunosuke, we're out of options here. It really is our very last chance. Yes, I know. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Well, Miss Brett? Yes, Your Excellency. If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer. It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. I'll have to politely Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question, however. I must ask you to treat that as an order. I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense. My apologies, dear lady.
Like English makes any more sense?
So, Counsel, what is this new evidence that demands the court's attention?
I don't know, maybe the thing we were literally just handed.
Yes. Miss Giselle Brett, we understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Yuma University doing research. Research, by sheer coincidence perhaps, into a deadly poison.
What?
Poison. Where are you going with this, Counsel? A toxin known as curare, Your Excellency. You Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death.
Why do you sound like that?
What complete and utter nonsense! Curare, you see? I never even heard of it!
You wouldn't have done.
What do you mean?
I mean that you wouldn't have heard of curare before for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country.
Hello? Hi, Bio.
Hi, Bio. Welcome to the stream.
Bio,
Hello.
Take over for the voice.
No,
When I leave.
no, I'm out of breath. I just walked back.
Everybody say hi to Bio. Everybody clap. Everybody clap. Everybody clap. Bio's here. Bio's here. Bio's on the stream.
Thank you.
Exactly when Hasanaga line. It doesn't exist.
Correct. Which means no matter what tests the police do for toxins, they'd never identify curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison.
Deadly?
Shut up. I didn't do my warm-ups today. Order, order, order. Counsel, does this deadly poison truly exist? According to this report, authored by a visiting research student from England, curare has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known amongst European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced with curare suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Trumpery! These are aspersions. That's the word.
Hold on.
Aspersions are
Hold on.
utterly
Let me
trumpery.
just
Okay, I
hold
got
up.
to go.
Bye.
It's class time.
Bye.
Siri? What does...
Yes.
What does trumpery mean? Oh, did you not hear me? What does trumpery mean?
This is an archaic term. As a noun, it means attractive articles of little value or use. Do you want to hear the remaining one?
No, thank you. Now, as you may know, the reason my lips move when Siri talks is because I ate my phone.
You also have to do the motion of holding a phone in order to use Siri.
Yes, I also have to do the motion of holding a phone. It's the only way she can hear me. I will take no further questions at this time, thank you.
Alright. To start with, if the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been squirming and writhing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed. That's not how Guerrero works. You need to explain it.
That's true. What do you say to that, Inspector? Oh, great. Sprite left.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, class.
Okay, hold up. Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. Is that a good Sprite impression? It's not. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the it literally said, you fucking dumbass! There's nothing! There's nothing in those eyes! There's nothing in there. Not a single thing.
No thoughts! Head fucking empty!
According to this, however, it's the other way around.
What do you mean the other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any— oh, look, Archlich is now playing Apex Legends. The fact that the victim didn't show any visible signs of distress is evidence that Cure was used. Explain yourself, counsel. He's like immediately like, hold on, I gotta look at these papers. The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there would be no visible signs of pain at all. How terrible. Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed. I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death.
It literally says the fucking thing!
Full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe, it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail. Respiration. In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while, the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move.
That's hideous.
To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was slipping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments would be a living hell. That is the true nature of this deadly Cure poison. And you're suggesting that this bottle, counsel, actually contains this terrifying poison?
This is all very convenient, isn't it? What the fuck is that word?
Hitherto?
Hitherto? I guess.
Yeah, it's as of yet, basically.
Okay. Alright, that makes sense. A hitherto unknown poison for which there is no means of testing? What a happy tale for the defense. Liva.
If I may.
All these facts, you think you're so clever, right?
It is you who must be taught.
Of course. Dear lady!
So, this is how you Japanese. God damn it, just the immediate racism. The racism. The racism.
Me looking back at last stream at stopping mid-sentence because, oh no, I'm gonna get canceled if I do this.
Yeah, that's why I told you just don't read that.
Sorry, no, because I was like, I see.
I
can't
see.
say that.
So this is how you Japanese behave, is it? What? You steal another's honest hard work. Yeah, this is so racist!
So
You steal another's honest hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them. I'm appalled! What a loathsome act! Well, Miss Brett, the feeling is mutual. Whatever do you mean? Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime. That really is a loathsome act. Wouldn't you agree?
enough of this. I, for one, refuse to accept it. The idea of some poison that doesn't even exist in the great empire of Japan is breaking the rules.
What the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
What's so funny? Oh, excuse me, Your Excellency. Yes, Miss Brett. May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please? Well, yes, I don't see, why not?
I mean, it could have also
The
been just
poison
in
bottle?
glass.
The bottle with the poison?
Yep.
Yeah, it could have just also been in the glass. You didn't have to put a lot in there, like looking at the
No, see, it enters the body through a wound. He just had mouth surgery.
Yeah.
She didn't. So you can ingest the poison, that's fine. It's like if it enters through a wound into your bloodstream.
Hopefully she doesn't
Yeah.
have stomach ulcer.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
It's like, see? I'm totally fat! Thud. It's like that fucking scene from The Princess Bride.
I spent a lifetime building up an immunity cure. Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Jesus!
What a line! Sorry. To an Englishwoman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games, these foolish courtroom antics, it's laughable, really. But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers. Wait, what are you doing? What if she did just die?
Like she like bit the inside of her cheek without realizing it and was like, oh wait.
Oh no. No sparkle left at all. How appropriate for this shabby affair. Dead silence. Goodness. Whatever's the matter? I'm also eating peanuts. You all look quite stunned.
Where did you get those peanuts?
I keep them in my hat. I'm
You
a
know, where can I hit a gun?
I'm a grazer. So, no cure. Bottle was clean, is that what you're saying? You look quite incredulous, little boy. But of course, that's the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in this grand venue. Most kind. 12-hour boil. I hate boiled peanuts, actually. I know that's like a southern thing. I do not care for them.
Isn't that just plain peanuts without any salt or any...
No, boiled peanuts are so fucking salty.
Oh, well, I don't know what I'm talking about. Fuck those peanuts.
Fuck those peanuts.
Fuck those peanuts.
Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency. Yes, Miss Brett. I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the furtherance of this friendship between our countries. Yes, dear lady. We're most gratified with all the assistance you've given. This doesn't make sense. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how did she... How did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale?
It literally says in the thingy.
I don't understand it. Like, it's literally, if
Like,
you...
Cosma,
If
you must have read the entire fucking thing to be like, oh yes, it does this!
The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound. It's in plain English.
Don't care.
It's in plain English.
I don't understand. Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for interest. I wanted to say charade, and then I remembered that English people don't pronounce it like that. Charade. No, it's not in plain Japanese, it's in plain English. Because she wrote her notebook in English.
Yeah, but the other one wrote the note for them in Japanese because the
Oh, you're right. No, they speak English. They've been talking about how they speak English.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, it's just easier for them to read that.
Yeah. I don't know if I read that line. Whatever. There has to have been poison in that bottle, doesn't there? There can't have been, because otherwise she would have keeled over dead. Come on, Ryunosuke. With all the clues now, that bottle of water contains poison. The culprit did put Curie poison into Dr. Wilson's carbonated water. The defense refuses to change its position. You serious?
Fool, are you blind? There is no possible way that bottle could contain poison. I mean, we just saw.
Miss Brett drinking the water from it? That's right. Which rather complicates your argument, I think. And I believe that complication can be explained.
How exactly?
I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have. Yeah, I already know where it is. I already know.
One of those instances of the game being like, I'm gonna hold your hand. Now you're like, I already know.
I know. Very well. If the defense truly intends to assert this claim, then I must ask you to support this assertion with evidence. What explains how the witness was able to consume this supposedly poisoned water unscathed?
Right here's your honor.
It's literally,
Right there.
I'm gonna save the game just in case.
In case the game is like, no, you fucking idiot.
No, you fucking idiot. You had to show the fucking medical report card. Because that makes sense. The answer to this riddle is right here in Miss Brett's own research report.
Yeah. That's not a valid explanation. Yes, it is!
No.
After all, we don't speak English and the report is utter gibberish. There is a fucking note in there! The impudent young scoundrel is trying to ridicule the report, Your Excellency.
I'm not trying to ridicule anyone, honest. I'm just reading Sasada-san's notes. I concur. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section, counsel. What section of the report reveals the alleged answer to the riddle?
Okay, special characteristics?
It was page 2.
Yeah, so it'll be...
Yes, okay, yes, special characteristics.
Yeah.
We've been hearing a lot about this Curia poison. The music stopped. And it's left me curious about something. Oh, counsel? Well, it sounds as though indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of the arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting. So we've been led to believe, yes. And the point of hunting is to catch prey to eat.
Get to the point, please.
But if they were to use the laced arrows, doesn't that mean there would be traces of poison left in the prey the hunters were going to eat? Yes, good point. So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, would they? Because then they'd be eating poison. Good gracious, counsel, no, that would be madness. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, I have an itch on my chin. It says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense. The mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me, though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When Curia enters the body through an open wound, it has a terrifying poisonous effect. However, when it enters the body via the mouth, it has no effect whatsoever.
What?
Miss Brett, you authored this research. You know Curia's special characteristics. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself. You meddling little... The swan's alive!
That's a whole swan.
That's a whole ass bird!
That's a whole ass bird! Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Really? Me? A lawyer?
all this poison talk is fascinating, I'm sure. But I fail to see how it possibly.
So, the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with. Some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly. What are you trying to say? Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw. Schoolboyish? Law? You ever so British you take one of the Queen's birds to put on your hat? Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, you're right. Wouldn't that be illegal?
Yeah, wait. Yeah.
Ma'am, your hat is illegal.
Ma'am. Then the swan just sat there and wouldn't leave, so she decided to leave it there.
Oh, no, she just decorated around the swan.
Yeah, the swan's just vibing.
Which is a thing swans don't do, typically.
Yeah, usually they're like the most ornery little fuckers.
Swans, not chillers.
Not chill. Not at all.
As even your brain has managed to deduce, Curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric succus. Succus?
Succus.
Succus?
Okay.
Hold up. Hold on. 1 second. One moment. Hey Siri.
Hello.
What? Okay, you're just not gonna. What does succus mean?
S-U.
No. What does SUCCUS mean?
Here's what I found from your dictionary.com medicine. Obsolete, the expressed juice of a plant for medicinal use.
Okay. Could you pronounce it for me?
You can change how I say people's names by
No.
adding the name in the contacts app.
Siri, can you pronounce SS? Fuck. Never mind.
I don't know how to respond to that.
All aboard the SS.
No. Siri, could you pronounce SUCCUS for me?
Here's what I found.
No, for the SS. Fuck.
What happened to Siri?
Hold on.
Siri. Siri, no.
Succus.
Succus.
Someone please fucking clip.
Succus. All aboard the SS. Fuck. Wait, gastric suckers? What are they?
I was drinking soda.
So if this lethal poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
He had mouth surgery, you dumbass.
Ah,
Or did we all conveniently forget that? That's right.
good gracious. That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand. No? Raisin break.
Raisin break.
Order in the court. Thank you for these peanuts, by the way, Miss Brett. Oh, you're welcome. The logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would have been affected the same way. Are you trying to suggest...
Yes, this Cura poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial.
You're a liar. That's
Nice.
right.
Oh my god.
Fuck it!
Her mask gets longer, too.
Yeah!
How'd she do that?
Don't know. This is a fucking bird.
Surely, and even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
What is this welling up inside me? I've never felt like this before. It's a sort of conviction to break down all the discrepancies. So intense. Almost rage-like. More than anything else, and it's an animalistic desire to take down my prey. What does that even mean?
Okay, calm down.
Alright, Edgelord. He did it!
Finally! Yes! Oh,
I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett. How dare you use that tone with me? You know very well that there's no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You're alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead.
people die when they are killed.
Counsel, I'm sure I don't need to remind you, you must provide compelling evidence. As we now know that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why would Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the cure? It's gonna be the medical report card. I'm gonna save the game just in case. Gonna be the medical report card. As Miss Brett so readily pointed out, she drank the same water as the professor. However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. A fatal difference. She looks so goofy. I don't mind if I just F12 that. The toxic effects of Curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless. But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poisoned water?
Inside?
Yeah. Like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Ah! Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. Ugh! So that's it. You used that knowledge to orchestrate this. Is she laughing? I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I can't resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are so puerile. I know what puerile means. What do you mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough. You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it. No! I mean, it could just slip.
That tampering with that.
I mean,
Oh dear.
That doesn't change the fact that, like,
Contempt of court.
that doesn't change anything, really.
Yeah. I mean, they wouldn't have been able to test for it anyways.
Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to fucking test for it because it doesn't exist in Japan. You literally just dug yourself deeper, man.
How careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
You can also still just mop up the water and test it.
The floor actually can contaminate water.
That's fair.
Officer, what are you waiting for? Collect up as much of the water from that broken bottle as possible, at once. You're wasting your time. This delightful carpet under my feet here was a gift from the British Empire. I assure you, it will soak up the water quite beautifully. You've neither the technology nor the presence of mind to recover it. How could you? You won't get away with this! You can thump the bench and shout as much as you like, little boy. But I'm afraid we'll never know now, will we? If there was poison in the bottle or not, I mean. And let us not forget, we still have some very compelling evidence left intact. Isn't that right, counsel for the prosecution?
Well, of course! You're referring to this photographic print, I assume, dear lady.
Dude. She's not gonna fuck you.
I was like, dude.
She's clearly guilty, ouchie! That's right. And really, looking at this photograph, it's as clear as day, isn't it? The poor professor was sitting with his back to me. So of course the only person who could have shot him from the front is the little schoolboy. Objection! No, you killed the victim that day, using Curare. And then in order to frame Ryunosuke Naruhodo for the crime, you waited until he picked up the pistol you'd arranged for him to find on the floor.
Which was stupid of him to kneel down and pick up anyway.
Well, it's not like he knew.
Yeah! it's like you see a gun on the ground, it's like, oh, what's this?
I mean, if you see a gun on the ground, it is smart to be like, I should get this up and put it somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Especially an older gun, you could like fucking step on that and, you know, shit happens.
Yeah. It happens.
For you shot the professor's dead body in the chest with your own hidden gun. Then in the confusion that followed, all you had to do was turn the dead professor in his chair around. You see, you had every opportunity to commit this crime. What a wonderful imagination you have, young man. A hidden gun, you say? And I shot the professor's dead body, did I? Well, I'm terribly sorry, but you don't have a shred of evidence.
He literally went through an entire thing to prove this. Exactly! And as you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution's stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
I once again reiterate, she is not gonna fuck you. Ryunosuke says that out loud, and now she's just like, what?
What? What are you talking about? She clearly wants me.
This is unbelievable. How can this be happening? We had her, but now, is she really gonna get away with it? She, like, okay, but, like, she clearly, like, just tampered with evidence.
Like, she
in
tampered
the courtroom.
with evidence.
In
You're
the
like,
courtroom.
oh, you can't test it out. Oh, da-da-da-da. Like, implicating herself
Like,
right
she just
there.
implicated herself in front of everybody. And they dads, but not they moms because women aren't allowed in the courtroom. Like, what the fuck? Also, where would Ryunosuke have gotten a gun?
Yeah, they weren't a common thing.
At all. In fact, they were banned in Japan from a very early age.
I don't know when exactly, but
The way she destroyed that evidence was obscene. Ryunosuke. Yeah? We've come this far, but now you're the only one who can finish it. What do you mean? We've lost a vital piece of evidence, it's true. So if there are any clues left for us to use now, they must be in your head. In my head?
There's a flash inside his head. It's like a hamster running on a wheel.
It's exhausted.
It's like running so fast it just like stops running and just keeps spinning and then just falls into a corner.
I just like shot off into space. Is there a potential motive for anybody in this case? I believe the motive becomes clear later. They usually, like, cases like this, they'll usually reveal the motive towards the end.
Yeah, they're like, oh, this is why you did it. They're like, yes, it was me.
Yes, it was me, and I did it because of that.
I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you stupid kids.
Sure, lawyered up. You told me before that your powers of observation were the one thing you could really depend on. Well, yeah, that's true, but I didn't manage to notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. Think back again now. Try to remember every last detail about that scene that day. Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. What I saw, what I felt. Every color. Blood.
Blood.
Is Kazuma right? Somewhere in the vibrant memory of the same scene in my head. There be another clue to expose the identity of Dr. Wilson's killer? There's nothing.
Yeah. There's nothing there. I'm fucked.
I'm fucked. Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. God, I want steak. I mean, I'm hungry. You always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Ryunosuke? God, just make out. Come on, then, let's wipe the smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence. Alright, I can't wait. It's been niggling me for a while that something feels amiss in my memories of that day. Whatever it is could be the key to arriving at the truth about all this. It's here somewhere. The clue that shows Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is...
Oh no.
I wonder if it could possibly be the blood. Inspector Hosonaga, answer me this.
This poor man.
Yes? What is it? He's still miles away, probably thinking about that bottle being smashed. As you said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigations, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day.
Wait a minute. What are you?
Where are you going with this, little boy? It's just a memory that's been troubling me. What memory? I saw the scene being shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on a spattering of blood.
What?
Really? And what of it? Obviously that must have happened when you shot the professor. No,
Go through.
that can't be the case. Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, I'm thinking about steak now. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. There's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him. Maybe when I get paid, I'll get steak out.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
It's very expensive, but it's good. Yes. The blood to have made it onto the plate implies the plate was between the victim and the shooter. Which means the shooter must have been sitting opposite the professor, as you were. Giselle Brett. I beg your pardon.
This is beyond ridiculous. Fabricated nonsense. Is the court supposed... There. Yeah. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has apparently just remembered seeing? I mean, you do have a point there, actually.
This could be the moment my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean... Yes, I took the plate, in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief because of it.
I adore him.
You did what? I took the steak you'd been eating, Miss Brett. I took the steak that the sergeant had been eating. I did it all in the name of justice.
I adore him.
Wow, I'm sorry that he's gonna die of the tuberculosis.
Like, he has the consumption, but boy, does this man just want to do his fucking best.
We can find out for sure whether or not there's a blood stain on Miss Brett's plate. We must examine it now. Inspector. The court wishes to examine the plate from the victim's table immediately. There's gonna be some fucked up stupid shit with the fucking plate, and it's gonna drag this fucking case on even longer! Yes, sir!
There it is.
Sorry for the delay. I glued the steak to the plate so it's in the exact position. Here's what you ordered. The 5-day-old steak. What about the blood? Is there blood on it?
Of course there isn't.
Quickly, Inspector, the blood man, show the court.
So
Of course.
stupid, I love it.
Examine the plate at your leisure.
Told you.
It's the wrong steak. It's the... It's...
It's that one. Not the other one. Yeah, why is there 2 bite marks out of that one instead of the singular?
Hold up. Hold on. There's something here. Yeah, no, it's... Well, I mean, it's the right one if you flip it. I think.
Yeah.
That's the right stake?
Is this the right one?
Is this the correct stake?
Because like you can't really see the other one if it had any bite marks in it or not.
No blood. No blood anywhere. But that's impossible. Everybody posture check. I know I saw it, I'm sure of it. It was right there on the table behind the professor. There was blood on the side of the plate. What an unbecoming expression, little boy. You see? This is why I always say you can't trust with the Japanese. Oh, good God! Well, you know, that's, Yep.
Gotta go on the things people are gonna take out of context and canceling for list.
Don't take this out of context. This it's in the you can see. It's in the game. In the game. The game. It's in the game. That wasn't me. Not me.
Dude, couldn't agree more. In the case of this,
Dude, she's not.
dude,
She's not into you. She doesn't like
not
you. You're not gonna get with her, man. I believe we may finally reach a conclusion in this trial. Let's hope so. This, let's pretend attempt at a courtroom proceeding is painful to watch. But I do promise to do my best to forget about all of it when it's over. I'm just gonna move my mic a little bit. Okay.
The sorry-looking steak reveals the facts all too clearly. Yeah, there's more missing off of that one. If the sorry-looking accused wishes to examine it again, be my guest.
The stake of plate has been entered in the court record.
The steak of plate.
Was the plate I saw or thought I saw just a figment of my imagination? This is it now. I've lost. That's such an ADHD thing, is gaslighting yourself though.
Yeah.
Your brain will just make up shit. It'll just make shit up. It'll just pretend something happened. And you're sitting there like, no, but that's how I remember it.
Yeah.
Ryunosuke. It's not over yet. Not until the final gavel. Hmm? Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward no matter what. Believe in myself. Really? Maybe I should at least examine the evidence for myself. Yeah, alright. Fuck, God.
It's like, fine.
Where does it, like, enter? Yeah, it's enter.
What?
It is the wrong stake. It's the fucking coin the dude stole. Oh my God.
That's why there's more bites taken out of it!
It's the fucking coin he stole. Huh?
Oh, bringing
What
it
the-
back around, everybody!
What in the world is this? It's a Koban coin. The hallmark is from the Hoei area, I believe.
Area.
No, I don't mean what is it. I mean, what's it doing there? Wait. Did you say it was a Hoei Koban? Yes, and apart from meat juices, it appears to be in good condition. I imagine it's very valuable. Well, this isn't the first time today there's been talk of a Hoei Koban. I've heard of pearls before swine, but I've never heard of bouillon in bouillon. Kazuma, I'm about to get the death sentence.
Renesca just looks at it and goes, Kazuma, please.
I don't think you ever will again. This is extraordinary, though. This means...
The wrong fucking one.
It's the wrong steak.
Right, wrong.
It's the wrong
Also, that
fucking
steak
steak.
was defying gravity.
As the evidence requested by the defense has not been shown to be problematic in any way, I presume any further examination of evidence in this trial would be unnecessary. Does the defense have any objection?
Yeah, of course I do,
I
buddy.
assume was going to clinch the trial for me. This plate of steak reveal any other clues? I already did it! I did it! What? What? Oh, I hit examine. I hit court record. Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth.
The only thing that's shocking here is your unhealthy fascination with beef steak.
Stop talking about the steak. I'm hungry. That snack pack did nothing for my appetite. It just made me even hungrier. Your Excellency, I think I've made myself clear, haven't I? I will not be able to turn a blind eye to any more unnecessary procrastination in this trial. I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence. I will not give a ruling until I'm completely satisfied that all reasonable doubt has been dispelled. As a newly found ally of my country, that's still your position, is it? Oh, now both of my hands are up. I truly am a Yasosaurus Rex. Yes. Thank you, Your Excellency. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court what you are alluding. One moment.
Well,
Oh, my wife is here. Say hello to my wife.
Hello everyone.
hello, Moss.
I heard you saying the snack pack didn't do anything for your hunger,
Thank you.
so I brought you some chicken.
Thank you. God bless.
It's fresh out of the air fryer.
Oh my god, I love you. I'm gonna make out with you.
Not on stream.
Off stream, I'm gonna make out with you.
If you need me to bring you a drink, let me know.
A Coke would be nice.
You want to go?
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh.
I got yicken.
Yicken.
Oh, this is fucking good. My wife spoils me. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court what you are to what you are alluding. What precisely on this plate of beefsteak is this nuclear to be found?
Lifts up steak.
Trying to come in.
Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
No, Counsel, I'm afraid that won't do. That was ambiguous at best. When you're asked to identify a detail like this, you must do so knowing there's a penalty for your mistakes. God damn it! The answer's right here in front of me. Yes, I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where it is. I know where it is.
Another case of the game holding your hand, be like, come on, you can do it.
What? How? Though. How?
You need to flip it upside down and be like, shake it, shake it, shake it. Be like a drag.
Yep. Show on the stake where the clue is. Excuse me. I just hiccuped. Where the how? Like how though?
I think it's right there. It's right there.
Oh, I have to press space. Yeah, we've yep, 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 yep,
Yep, alright, there we go. Christ.
Good gracious, that's
Come on.
what on earth? Oh, I wanted that. No, I keep slipping. His voice is like this. Not like this. This is the penumbra voice / judge voice. This is the Hosonaga voice. Miss Brett, this is in fact the beefsteak that you ordered at the restaurant on the day in question, is it? Tell me, why is there an old coin hidden underneath the meat? Out of curiosity. Oh, I got a mouthful of chicken. What a ridiculous question! How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
I fail to see how this is relevant. A coin under the meat? That could simply have been a careless mistake by the chef in a moment of distraction.
Objection!
Don't be absurd. Were we supposed to believe that this happened by accident in the kitchen? Rare Hoe Kabon just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. This turns out to be irrelevant to the case. I'll rip up my ticket to Great Britain right now. He's right, it can't be a coincidence. Your Excellency. Yes, Counsel. A rare Hoe Kabon just happens to be hidden underneath that piece of steak. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now.
By all means, don't let us stop you. No one invited you anyway.
It's my trial. Perhaps, little boy, you should realize that it is you who is irrelevant. Even though I'm the one on trial here. One sec.
Chicken.
Mosh made a mistake bringing me food. Anybody see the game last night?
You know, the game.
The big one.
The big game.
With the guys.
And the dudes.
Like the team that we root for?
Yeah,
That game.
yeah. They're fighting against the other team.
That we don't root for.
Yeah.
We hate the other team.
Yeah, the other team is garbage.
They suck.
They suck so much.
We hate them. We watch sports.
You know.
The point is, it's essential that we ask the owner of this coin if he can explain what it's doing under the stake. Redeem suggestible. Anyone catch the game last night? Hold on. Let me just, I'll just put this up. There you go. The owner. Yeah, it's obvious. There's only one person it can belong to. The owner of the Koban that was found underneath the beefsteak is... Curio Correcta. Also me. Why am I not a person of interest?
Take that!
Obviously, it can only be the antique stealer and the owner of Rastate, Curio Correcta-san. I said Mr. Cucumber something? Honestly, these ridiculous Japanese names are quite unfathomable. Ah, yes. The old man who testified earlier alongside the military sergeant, correct? Yes, Your Excellency. Thank you, Buzzing. That's really nice to hear. I remember him saying that he was up to something with his Koban coin when it happened. At exactly the moment the gun was fired.
Okay. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor.
On the floor. Too busy on the floor. Sorry, what were you doing?
Hunting for treasure. Indeed, the Hoei Koban, my prize coin. More chicken.
Sorry. I keep thinking that the dialogue's gonna go on longer than it does. I'm like, I got time to eat this. I don't. Then this Hoei era Koban, you mean to tell me?
What's funnier? The fact that you're like, oh yeah, this is fun, I'm gonna munch full on streaming. Or the fact that I can see Alien lifting their hand to their mouth.
Oh, the hand trackers. The hand trackers have betrayed me in so many ways. Already.
No, please. Why would Kurikuta-san's Koban be sandwiched between the victim's beefsteak and its plate? It makes no sense.
Yes!
Which is why I'm asking to bring Correcta-san back to the witness stand so we can ask him. Officer, bring both witnesses that testified earlier back in here. Without a moment's delay. Can't believe we come back around to that pair again. I have a hunch, a strong hunch, that if we chase down the real significance of this Koban, we'll find that it's a key element in the case. Why does this case is just like, oh, it's gonna go forever. Come on. We know the answer. I know the answer. I want to finish it.
War flashbacks to the previous game.
It's just Chihuahua shaking over in the corner.
Don't do that.
What is this all about? Why have I been called up again? Don't you realize it's dinner time for little baby Ido? When my son's belly is empty, he's fiercer than a pack of wolves.
exploited by the police we are, like miserable dogs forced to bear false witness. And when cast from the courtroom myself, I became a ruined man in the thrice. Trice? What's that mean? Worthless withered antique.
Hold on. Hey Siri.
Good evening, Dr.
No,
Cockenstein.
wait, no! You're not supposed to.
What did she call you? What are you screaming about?
I can't breathe. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's all I heard.
Siri, why would you expose me like this?
Oh my fucking face.
I said, why would you expose me like this?
I don't understand. I said, why would you expose me like this? But I could search the web for it.
And she called me Dr. Cockenstein.
It's the British accent that makes
She's Irish.
She's Irish. Doesn't sound Irish.
She doesn't sound Irish. She sounds kind of Northern Irish.
Yeah, that's fair.
I asked Siri to call me that when I was 19 years old, and I never changed it.
Hello, Dr. Cockenstein.
No, Dr. Cockenstein, like, it was supposed to be like Frankenstein, but she pronounces it Steen. I don't think anybody clipped it.
Please, somebody go back and clip that.
Anyway, Siri, what does trice mean?
Trace means
No.
each of the two side straps check.
What does trice mean?
Trace means
No, I'm not
each
Australian.
of the two side straps.
What does TRICE mean?
Trace means
No! No, trice, like what is on the screen currently, Moss.
Fuck.
You know what? I give up.
Uh,
Very quickly.
yeah.
Oh
God. Nothing more I have to say. The sun has set on this prostitute shop owner's existence. Dude.
Be that as it may, Kurekita-san, something has come to light that requires a clarification. What?
Oh, that's away treasure that my rusty bones managed to misplace that fateful day. My god, that voice. It can't be!
As I thought. Damn it.
Bugman! Like this decrepit old fool! Put me out of my misery, dude! Where? Where was my treasure? Where was it dropped?
I'm not sure if it was dropped anywhere. We found your corn sandwich between a beef steak and its plate, soaking in the seasoned meat's juices.
Sandwich? Soaking? Seriously?
Clearly it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose.
Somebody concealed my holy treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Who would do such a thing? Such an unconscionable... Conscionable? Yeah, I said that right. Thing!
I don't know, maybe the guy that admitted to stealing things from people.
Yeah, standing right next to you.
Excuse me. Could I say something? Yeah, of course. By the way, the chicken is perfectly salted.
Steak.
I guess it's like a chicken steak, kind of, but not really. I mean, beef is just, or steak is just a slab of beef that's been cooked.
Yeah, the steak is like a slab of meat that's been cut against. Is it against the grain? Yeah, so we can like cut in a certain way for it to be considered steak. I'm doing air quotes for the people who can't see me. That is everybody.
Oh, people can see my air quotes now.
Yeah!
Steak.
Steak. It doesn't know what to do.
Proceed, Inspector Osanaga. I mentioned this earlier earlier on in the trial, but I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case.
Ah, yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation.
Fuck. I keep misjudging how much dialogue you're gonna get. The Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine restaurant. It attracts wealthy diners, including many foreigners. Recently, there's been a run of similarly executed thefts targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Wicked crimes indeed. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you were sitting undercover, is it? Yes. I took on the job of a waiter at the restaurant in order to flush out the criminal. It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. So unbeknownst to us, there was a master thief at work in the restaurant on a regular basis. Didn't he say that he was stealing earlier?
I don't know.
I remember him saying something about it.
Yeah, like, or it was like heavily implied.
Oh fuck. That was not a clean bite.
Was there a bone?
No, it just decided to shred instead of come off cleanly.
It was like, nah.
The place was already the scene of several crimes, it seems. I don't know about the master thief part, but the identity of the person who stole and hid Karekita-san's koban is all too clear.
What? What?
I think the court would like to hear the defense's view on this matter. Tell us who's the despicable scoundrel that stole Karekita-san's koban and hid it under the stake.
It was...
It was J. Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson. He does look like J. Jonah Jameson.
Obviously, it can only be you. Sergeant Ayesanosa. How dare you monster! Monster? I stole that koban, did I? I'm the master thief of the Carnival, am I? You seriously accusing me of these crimes, cadet? But it wasn't me, it was Ido. Ido's the mastermind behind all.
Fucking baby under the bus!
Look at that baby's face! Look at his stupid fucking F12. Oh.
So scandalized. Like, Father, how could you?
Father. I did it for us, Father. Oh no, I clicked off of the game. You would push the blame for your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby? It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit.
Oh,
What the fuck is happening? Now he looks like Waluigi.
he does look like Waluigi.
Alright, here's my theory, right? The baby was ratatouilleing him. Wah.
Wow.
Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Ayesanosa preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir. Do any of you know of the extraordinary low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays pays those it expects to keep our country safe? I understand that the temporary increase in taxation owing to the recently ended conflicts remains in place. And I've heard it's hard for lower-ranking soldiers to make a living, yes. All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant? Place is heaving with money! Every 3 days that I go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. Sounds like it doesn't bother with a knife and fork even, which is worryingly believable. And your target that day was the old man in his koban? Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all.
A veritable phantom thief you are.
I was all set to leave the steak when I was all set to leave the steak I was halfway through devouring when it happened. And when the professor was shot, I knew if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. Ido too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could, on the double. I slipped it under the steak, hoping I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at a later date. This is ridiculous. Perhaps you can carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time. Well, Miss Brett.
Oh, of course, dear lady, of course, how rude of us! I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. May the esteemed gentlewoman please be excused, Your Excellency.
No. Sorry. Indeed. The theft of the Koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It would certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder. Of course it is. Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Well, As for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's hard to switch between the Southern accent and the British accent.
Yeah.
Because they're so similar. It's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness. Very well. Now that all questions concerning this witness's testimony have been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her. Miss Brett, you are free to leave. Thank you, Your Excellency. Good luck, everyone. And good day. Nothing going on in there. Absolutely nothing happening in there. Just nothing at all.
AOL dial-up noise.
I should add that as a sound on my soundboard. Ryunosuke, what's the matter with you? There's no time for daydreaming. Oh, no, it's just something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. Can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said jarred with me. What? I hate that I'm 4 steps ahead of these characters.
Honestly.
Because, like, clearly you called in these guys to prove that this wasn't Giselle Brett's steak plate. Except in-game, they just called them in and they didn't really know why.
I love Ace Attorney.
I love Ace Attorney.
I hate it.
I don't just like Ace Attorney. I hate it. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. That's the case, don't just stand there thinking, make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over.
Hold it!
Wait, Miss Brett. What is it now? I'm afraid, just one last time. There's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago. What are you talking about? What contradiction?
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, what parting words are you talking about, Ryunosuke? I would also like to know. Actually.
Yeah, I would also like to know.
What?
This was the game going like, it went from, okay, I'm gonna hold your hand now, to figure it out, dumbass.
Maybe that?
I don't know.
Oh, it was, they were just gonna show me. Hydrate, by the way. Oh, that was audible. I'm very sorry for that. I just looked at the fucking readout and saw that you could see that noise, and I'm like, ooh.
Like, gulp.
Oopsie. Yeah, I'm right. But she said they're exposed an undeniable contradiction. That's not your fucking plate. I'm gonna need some evidence, counsel. Miss Brett's words truly are contradictory. Where is the evidence to prove it? Oh!
Oh, the dip save.
I feel like that dog I sent to the group chat the other day now.
What was his name again? Elmo?
His name is Elmo.
Excellent.
I think he was Chihuahua Italian Greyhound because like you can kind of see in his face in the picture that he's like Wawa-y, but he was like super fucking lanky. I'm gonna find him for the stream because I think the stream should see him.
His name is Elmo.
His name is Elmo. I gave him a bath, and he made this fucking... Sorry, he made this stupid fucking face the whole time. Hold up.
Come on, Twitch, you can do it.
No, hold on, I gotta find it. Where is it? Where are you? Where did I save it? I saved it. It says I saved it in Google Drive.
Let me see if I can find it in the chat.
No, I have it. Oh, there it is. Here's Elmo. Oh, it's
Here's
huge.
Elmo.
Oh, it's huge. There he is. Look at his
Love me, Elmo.
look at his stupid fucking face. I love this dog. He made that face the entire time. Made that face the whole time in the bath.
Yeah, like no, that's the Greyhound. Be like.
Very unhappy. And like I would even like I would reach up and I would just like lift his jowls a little bit so they would no longer be like up over his teeth. And then they would just get stuck to his teeth again. He had a little shirt. He had a little shirt that said I paw football.
Aw.
Oh, hi Sprite. I thought you were dead.
I was, but I got better.
Well, welcome back. I've been reading most of the dialogue and it's killing me. This, you know, is it this one? This one?
Is it
This one?
I think. Or the other one.
E? Ooh-ee, ooh-ee, ooh-ah?
Ting tang.
The photographic print of the scene taken immediately after the incident occurred. I did it! I did it.
Woohoo!
Posture check.
Yahoo! Ah! There we go.
What's interesting is the plate of steak that you can see on the victim's table. The steak that Miss Brett had been eating before the professor was killed. Yes, go on. More accurately, Your Excellency, the steak that was on the victim's table just before the professor was killed.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Not true. Doesn't something about the steak strike you as very unnatural?
Natural? What on earth do you mean?
Extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten.
Yeah.
I see you noticed it too, Miss Brett. Noticed what exactly, Counsel? Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could ever contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Of course she did. She's a refined English gentlewoman herself.
Then take a good look at the steak, in particular, the edge where it's been eaten.
Oh,
Oh, it's got bite marks.
yeah.
As you can see, there are clearly defined, quote-unquote, barbaric teeth marks there. Oh. Oh! Looks like Miss Brett just realized something. So, if
Slam!
the witness, as she claims, would contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth marks in the steak at all.
Objection!
What is your actual point? Perhaps the delightful Miss Brett was rather.
Ooh! You made her sad.
Oh, whatever you say, dear lady.
As I said, I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer.
Of course. This will be over
Why
just
his
a blink of
mouth-
an eye.
His mouth moved like that.
Now that you've pointed it out, I can't stop looking at it.
I've had enough.
The bird?
You irritating
Yeah, the
little
bird's
spectacled
alive.
samurai relic.
Oh, of course, dear lady.
What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications these teeth marks in the steak have for her. Ryunosuke, do you know where you're going with this?
Absolutely not.
No. Yes. Now at last it's all come together. The mysterious teeth marks in a steak that had allegedly been eaten with cutlery. The reason why the blood stain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. And most importantly, the evidence that proves once and for all who shot Dr. Wilson that day. I accept that these teeth marks in the steak are a little unnatural, as you put it, Counsel. But what exactly are you suggesting that it tells us? Everything, Your Excellency.
Everything.
I believe that these barbaric teeth marks in the steak here
Yes.
amount to
yes.
conclusive evidence in this case. Evidence that will prove beyond any doubt who shot Dr. Wilson.
Squonk.
Conclusive... Sorry, what?
Squonk.
Squonk!
Wait, I love. Wait, the mask goes like way out.
Yeah, it grows when she gets
Yeah?
angry. Conclusive
Dude, my mic
evidence.
seriously picked it up.
I don't know what it... I heard something, but I didn't know what it was.
It was laughter.
Ah. Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase. Typical Japanese empty threats. Typical racism. How can you be so sure? Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet.
Hasn't been what?
But just because it hasn't been shown yet doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
Objection!
That's absurd. The trial has run several hours already. And you say there's evidence yet to be brought forward? There can't be. I don't believe you have it.
Objection!
I don't believe you.
Is that what he sounds like? I don't. But there is someone who does have it. Someone in this very courtroom. If that person's willing to submit the piece of evidence I'm referring to, we'll solve every remaining mystery about this case. Very well. I have a feeling this will be my last request to the defense in this trial. Who possesses the conclusive evidence that will reveal the truth about this whole affair? I don't know.
Good question.
It's a good fucking question. I wish you told me, Ryunosuke. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's gonna be Hosonaga. I'm gonna save the game though.
Good idea. I'll be right back and eat a drink.
I say it's Hosonaga.
Take that!
The answer is obvious. It's Inspector Hosonaga.
What? I have it.
Yeah.
You think I've been withholding conclusive evidence? That's ridiculous.
So you cough when you lie. No, I'm not saying that. Everyone's attention has been focused on this steak with the teeth marks. Yes. Now, earlier this afternoon, Sergeant Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. As well as admitting to stealing Karekita-san's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. You watch it, cadet. I'm a superior officer. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the steak that you put the coin under, in fact, your own steak? Attention! Affirmative, of course! Might be a soldier in the Imperial Nippon Army, but still. I'm not brave enough to ask a foreign gentle lady if she'd mind me handling her meal to hide something in it. In other words, the steak the detective submitted as evidence earlier was, in fact, Sergeant Nosa's meal.
Objection!
Lift it up. Oh, D is gone. I'll do it.
Yeah.
But that makes no sense. That plate was taken from the victim's table.
Objection!
He sounds so polite.
He sounds so polite. What the hell? Objection. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor does she have any opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. Even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Everybody in this game sounds British because it technically... So right now we're in Japan, but past this case, every case takes place in England.
Oh. Shit.
Because you get to meet Sherlock Sholmes and stuff.
That's right.
Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly. Surely you're not going to suggest that the sergeant switched the two steaks over. Yeah. Yeah. His beard. Mustache. You dang it. Sorry, there is a box being opened behind me. One more.
Within a box.
Yes, I don't.
What?
You did switch the plates?
Well, after it happened, When I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my steak and hid the coin underneath it. Then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. He decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off to the kitchen, I seized my chance. With military precision and timing, I switched my steak with the one on the foreign lady's table. What? You can't have! I never saw you do such a thing! It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. It was do or die. So yes, I did what had to be done.
Oh, Sanaka is so tall.
However, fear not, prosecutor son.
What now?
Swear on the brass buttons of my uniform, that's all I did, sir.
All you did, that's plenty, Sergeant.
Yes.
So if Sergeant knows to switch the plates over, means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspector Ozanaga? Yeah, you... Sprite?
Sorry, yeah. Yes?
Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident, but also the sergeant's. That to preserve evidence, you had taken both.
That's correct.
Thirsty rats slurping in the background. And present it to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot. What can that possibly tell us now? I mean, a cold slab of tough meat, it can't have the slightest bearing on this case. No, you're not wiggling your way out of this one.
What?
You're not wiggling your way out of it this time, lady.
Why not?
I beg your pardon?
It's the way this comes out, it will go right up against
Holy
the
fucking
wall.
shit, Sprite.
Sorry, my dad got a boom for the mic.
That's awesome.
When I was looking up... What timing? He's trying to set it up. Hang on. Just I'll read for a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Surely you're not that forgetful. Surely you remember the reason why the steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you, no?
That is a tongue twister.
You're the ones who decided it was a problem, not me. The reason the defense asked to see that plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. Thinks he remembers. I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear splattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let us not prolong this any further. Inspector, will you show the evidence to the court? Present the beefsteak and the plate that was originally on the victim's table at the time of the incident. Sorry for keeping you. Here's the other steak and its plate. Please, feel free to examine it. And there it fucking is. The blood stain. It's clearly visible, look. Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows us the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. In other words, it's impossible for Naruhodo-san to have shot the victim. Ugh!
It can't be.
In fact, there's only one person who could possibly have shot Dr. Wilson from the front. I'm sure everyone knows by now who that person is. Ugh. That's right. Miss Giselle Brett? It's you.
It's set up.
The swan died.
Oh no, not the swan.
Outdone by a Japanese schoolboy. No. Oh no, it's alive.
Yeah, the swan's fine.
Ah, oh wait.
Kicks.
Hello? It's having babies. The swan is giving birth.
What?
Oh, a black swan. That's a different species.
That was the ugly
Oh,
doctor.
what?
Bye.
Oh, bye. This was a peeps.
So cute. Those are little chickens, not swans.
Those are not baby swans. Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure.
Hey, GLaDOS.
Most unbecoming behavior from an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Well, Miss Brett, I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth. This time. Gladly, Your Excellency. It was I who took the professor's life using Curer. As you surmised, I chose that particular day for one very important reason. The professor had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. So you planned to kill the professor knowing that no trace of the poison would be found in his water? Because Curer is unheard of here in Japan. Yes. Of course, I never intended to remain at the restaurant for as long as I did. I only needed to see the professor take one tiny sip of his water and it would all be over. I placed the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he'd been dining alone, and leave immediately. However, before any of that happened, there was an unexpected visitor at the professor's table. That would be me, I suppose. Yes, you. Who else? It's a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. I made sure he was sitting in his chair such that he wouldn't fall. There was no going back at that point. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. I planned to pin Dr. Wilson's murder on this innocent man. I happen to know that the professor always carried a gun. I decided to use that fact to my advantage. I had the bottle of Curer in my handbag. And my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Oh, you know, the one that you had no places to conceal a pistol?
Yes, that one.
Under
that
your
very one.
skirt.
So I was right, there were two guns. Yes. And then I finished my coffee and got up to leave. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Place where you were sure I would notice it. Everything went according to plan. You noticed the gun, as I'd intended. And then, just as you bent down to pick it up...
Kaboom.
That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point, he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the waiter appeared. Right.
Sorry. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit and apprehended him. I took him to the pantry that adjoins the kitchen and locked him inside.
That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around. Because, of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd picked up the gun. So there you have it. That is the entirety of my misdemeanor. Your Excellency. Yes. I wonder... Might I speak with you in private later? I shall call on you. Thank you. Good day, then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san. She was a ghost!
Bye!
Big stretch. Big stretch. Big stretch time. It would seem this trial has finally run its course. Thank God. Assuming the prosecution is in agreement.
This can't be. Takasuchi Ouchi does not lose. Not to the likes of this rookie student.
Sorry, dude, but you're just the trial prosecutor. I meant to say tutorial prosecutor. You're the tutorial prosecutor. You better start getting used to tough opposition.
Inosuke Naruhodo.
Yeah?
This insult to the Ouchi family name will never be forgotten.
You become conceited with age, Council. The old have to stand aside and make way for the new.
He's
It's
gonna
the way of the
fucking kill him.
world. You never forget that.
Good God!
He got off his fucking top knot. 1,000 millennia may pass, and still the Ouchi clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Oh, that's what people were talking about. Somebody was saying, I remember somebody said that, the Paynes, like Winston Payne, all of them, had been cursed to always lose to Phoenix Wright's lineage. And I guess that's what they were referring to.
My God.
This trial in the Supreme Court of Japan will, I believe, go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. The use of evidence and deduction to unravel the truth is a modern methodology. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its doors to the wider world. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here. I feel sure that science will soon bring new methods of investigation and new procedures of justice. A new future of law awaits, but what it will look like I cannot begin to imagine. That is for the young to pursue. Kazuma Sogi. Yes? After this trial, you are set to embark on a journey of discovery to the illustrious British Empire. Learn all you can, absorb everything of the wider world that you are able to. Do not forget to fulfill the mission imposed upon you. I understand, Your Excellency. What was that about? Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Never mind. As for you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo... Yes? And you, I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards. Thank you, Your Excellency. It's time to deliver the final verdict. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
Hot.
That's milky. Yay! This court is now adjourned. Three weeks and we're finally done with the case, yeah. I can't believe it. I can't believe what's happened. I made it. I defended myself and made it through that horrendous trial. Ryunosuke, you finally pulled it off. Congratulations. Well, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you, Kazuma. Ha! No, it was a pleasure to watch you work. So you owe me an extra large sukiyaki from the place on Yume University Street. Don't forget. Spray, do you want to play the professor?
Yeah, I think I did that in the beginning. Let's go.
Go ahead then.
Oh, right!
You fucking dipshit!
Sorry. How did I do again? Maybe like, good afternoon. All your hard work has certainly paid off.
Oh, it wasn't him.
Oh.
Congratulations to both of you for proving Naruhodo-san's innocence. Ah, our trusty judicial assistant. You worked hard on that result too, you know. Oh no, I didn't do anything. Thank you so much! We hadn't had that research report of Miss Bratz. I don't know how things would have turned out.
I'm back.
Oh, D, take you, girl.
Time.
taking the girl. Okay. Your kind words should really be for my father. I was simply doing what he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate.
Your father? Oh, yeah, of course.
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Susato Mikotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Speaking of Mikotoba. Okay, now Sprite.
Ah, there you are. I believe congratulations are in order. Naruhodo, you did an excellent job.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you, after all. Your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend.
Good friend. Oh yeah, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yuma University, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Professor Mikotoba studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Presumably that's when you met Dr. Wilson?
Exactly. In those days, we worked together in the same hospital.
You worked together? Never heard you mention that before.
Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides, it's your turn, Asogi.
I forgot to turn the ringer off on my phone.
Uh-oh. Oh. That's me, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I just like spaced out for a split second. Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world. That's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing.
In science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course, in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pots.
I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan. You're not taking that sword to Great Britain, are you? Of course I am.
I love them.
Japanese man's katana is his soul. The blade shows me where I need to go. Cuts down anything that's in my way. Yeah, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. You killed everybody in that courtroom, man.
Damn.
That reminds me, what happened to the woman? To Giselle Brett, I mean, after all, she's guilty of murder.
Ah, yes. Her. It's not easy to tell you this, but
What do you mean? Surely she's gonna face trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all.
Does she have diplomatic immunity?
she'll be leaving Japan in the very near future for Shanghai.
What? Shanghai?
Hang on, there's people in the room.
My god. Can't they see that we have a professional operation happening? Zelbrett will not appear in court again in this country, I'm certain of that. What? But why not? Who the fuck is this? Matter of constant. Oh, it's Sprite's other character! Spectro Sanaga. I'll just do all the talking, fuck it! It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today, very impressive to watch. I must congratulate. But what's all this about consular jurisdiction? We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. What? We can't try her. But then who? Who's gonna bring her to justice? A British consular court will hear her case. Some are far away, where our voices can't be heard. But why a consular court? Professor, I simply don't understand. I thought consular courts were a thing of the past now that we signed the friendship treaty. Yes, in normal circumstances, you're right. And so long as this isn't a serious incident of a highly political nature to our respective governments, they can't invoke a consular court just like that. Oh, can't they? She's a student, but it doesn't justify our government's making secret agreements about her fate, does it? Something strange is going on. So Miss Brett can't be held accountable for her actions in Japan. I'm afraid that for the young student, today's trial was nothing more than a game all along. There was never any danger of comeuppance for her. I don't believe it. The British government's Foreign Affairs Ministry has demanded that we hand over custody of Miss Brett. They're obviously taking this case of a foreign student committing murder very seriously. But it's all going to change from now on. We can make it change. This is a time of great turmoil, this new era heralded by the start of the 20th century. One day, I have no doubt, that woman will receive the judgment she deserves. Change is coming, and we're going to be the ones driving it. Well, I think that's enough seriousness for now. This evening calls for a celebratory drink. But Professor... You're right, it's no time for gloomy faces. We should be celebrating Ryunosuke's not guilty verdict. Let's start having some fun. In that case, might I suggest Le Carnival? As the head waiter, I should be delighted to provide you with ample food and drink. You're a detective, Hosonaga-san, aren't you? Let's not worry about details for now. To Le Carnival, will you accompany us, Professor? Of course, Le Carnival's food is second to none. Hope you're enjoying the one-man show.
There we go. Finally, you're no longer a one-man show. Hi, boss!
No longer a one-man show. Oh.
Hello, Moss.
I came to help and
Hi, Moss. I love you.
Hi. And I see D has already returned. Well, then I guess I'll go fuck myself and marry D like you've always wanted.
Moss, you can take other voices. It's fine.
Alright, let's go.
Your timing was excellent.
Thank you.
I shall go and attend to the paperwork for Naruhodo-san's release.
Hi, Missile.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. You might have joined right as it's ending, actually.
Yeah, I think I did, actually. I came to help, and I guess I'll just go fuck myself. Posture check from Missile, unshrimp yourself, D.
Unshrimp thyself. So Giselle Brett won't be tried here. I suppose that means I'll never know. I'll never find out why she killed Dr. Wilson.
Such a shame.
Kazuma. I just watched your nose line change sides. You can take him if you want, Moss.
Oh, sure. Yeah, Ryunosuke?
I just wanted to say thanks again, that's all. You really saved my skin today.
I didn't do a thing. You were the lawyer in there, weren't you? That defense was all your own work.
Your skills made the difference, though. One day I'll bet you'll be the best lawyer in the world.
Correct. I'm not so sure about that.
Question mark?
Exclamation point.
Question mark, exclamation
something
point.
kept occurring to me over and over again during that trial. I couldn't help think that maybe you're the one destined to become a great lawyer. Not me. I will be a mediocre lawyer.
I'm gonna get killed in Great Britain.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I will be murdered, in fact.
Come on, be serious. I mean, we don't know that yet, but I'm worried about it.
If I helped you today, it was only right at the very start of the trial. But you have a natural talent for it. For being a defense lawyer, I mean.
Oh, not me. All this tense verbal combat. I never wanted to go through that ever again.
Would you like to go into a different type of combat?
Like what?
Oh, you know.
Anyway, I just did what you told me to do, that's all. Because I knew I could trust you.
That's the point.
Sorry? What do you mean, that's the point?
Listen, Ryunosuke. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer need? They could have written this line better. Do you know what the most crucial weapon is that any lawyer needs in order to win? This is so clunky.
Yeah.
Knowledge of the law.
No. Stupid. The ability to believe. This is Naruto.
Oh, you're right.
Believe it!
Believe it! To believe what?
A defense lawyer has to fight for his clients. He has to believe in them at all times. That's why we only take the innocent ones.
You're right. That's how defense lawyers work. Like you believed in me when I said I didn't do it.
I'm human, just like you. I don't have some superhuman ability to know the truth. But you have to make a choice about what to believe in, and stick to it when you're defending someone. Sometimes in the courtroom, you can really be backed into a corner. But being able to remain faithful to what you choose to believe in, even then, well, that's not something that anyone can do. It takes a special kind of person. You need the backbone of something more than just a chocolatey clear.
Believing in your client.
Just look at today's trial. I'm a student lawyer with precious little real experience, but you never stopped believing in.
Well,
You face seemingly hopeless situations time and time again, but you never stopped looking for the truth. And in the end, you found it, through your own efforts, and because you never stopped believing in me.
Thanks, Kazuma.
There's something I want to ask you, actually, Ryunosuke. Well, it's a favor, really. Something very important to me.
Sounds serious. What is... you're still here, are you?
Hello, boyfriend.
Oh, Inspector Hosonaga.
Please wipe the blood off your mouth.
I've arranged some rickshaws for us. Let's go. Thank you, Moss. It's you. I forgot.
Thank you, Moss. Thank you. We'll be right there. Let's pick up this conversation again later. We should be celebrating right now. Your first court victory.
And your study tour to Great Britain, don't forget.
How could I forget? Ah, yes, that too.
So my very first trial came to an end. Kazuma. Professor Mikotoba. Sasada-san, who acted as my assistant.
Yeah, that's right.
Inspector
bitch.
Hosonaga, who didn't really play much of a part, but still.
Rude ass little boy!
It was because of the help and support of all these people that I managed to get through the trial. That's where Phoenix gets it from. The whole, he's like the most kind-hearted man in the world, but he's also a bitch. More importantly, Kazuma hadn't yet managed to ask his favor of me. Little did I realize just how much it would change my life. Oh, it's the end of the first trial!
That took 20 years!
It literally took
So
3
fucking
sessions.
long.
Which, like, in the grand scheme of Ace Attorney trials, not very long. I remember, didn't we have the one that took, like, 8 or 9?
Yes.
But, like, it's a first trial.
My god.
The Adventure of the Unbreakable Speckled Band.
Hey, that's a Sherlock Holmes reference.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna be getting into the Sherlock Holmes soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Speckled Band, and then the Adventure of the Runaway Room. The Adventure of the Clouded Kokoro.
And everybody shut the fuck up.
Oh, hey!
Hound of the Baskervilles.
It's called The Unspeakable Story, but it's the Hound of the Baskervilles.
It is.
And that's all of our adventures. That's exciting. I'm excited. Are y'all excited? I'm excited.
Yeah.
Let's fucking get it. Let's fucking go. Let's get this shit. Let's get this shit.
bread.
Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Top of the morning. Anyway, thank you all so much for coming out. I had a really, really awesome time. Tomorrow, we are going to be playing Pokemon.
Yeah?
Logan has a stroke.
Pokemon Legends Arceus.
I think my husband's fucking having a goddamn whole stroke. Jesus Christ.
Pokemon Legends Arceus tomorrow at 5 o'clock Central Standard Time PM.
I would hope not AM, bitch.
Oh, I'm very, very excited for it. It's been a little bit since we played Pokemon Legends Arceus, so that should be fun. Next week, we'll be doing Ace Attorney again on Tuesday. Wednesday is a surprise. I'll figure out what we're gonna do Wednesday. I'll post it on my Twitter. Speaking of which, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. That's at Alien Boyfriend, ALIENBOYFRIEND. If you don't want to type that into your browser, that is also linked in the info box below. So is our YouTube. Did you know that we had a YouTube? We have a YouTube. The YouTube has all of our VODs on it. I have a bit of a backlog that I need to get uploaded, but all of the previous Ace Attorney stuff is up there. And all of the Great Ace Attorney stuff that we are doing now is going to be up there, as well as our D&D stuff.
Which we have a session this Sunday.
We have a session this Sunday. Our Destiny things are up there. If you like Destiny 2. Pokemon videos are up there, including the previous Pokemon Legends Arceus stuff. I think is uploaded. It might not be, but I think it is. But yeah. Check us out on YouTube. That's linked in the info box below. Thank you, everybody, so much. I love you all. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Goodbye!
Hope you have an above average one.